guys, welcome back to a new video. Now this one, I kind of wanted to do a little bit different to some of my other longer like camp videos that you may have seen. I wanted to do a bit more of like a quick fire video. Now in the main, you'll know that in my videos I love to ramble on, and sometimes they can be like 30-40 minutes long, which some people love. Some people love just having my videos on in the background and listening to them, listen to me talk about camp and everything else. But I wanted to kind of do something a little bit shorter, a little bit more to the point, and not ramble on as much. So this video is going to be just my top 10 tips for camp, and this was really hard to sit and think of just 10. And now I have done like a tips and tricks video before that I will leave link down below if you want to have a little look at. Again, I'll go into things a little bit more in depth and talk about each tip. Now I kind of just want to fire them off, give you a little bit about them, and then not talk about them in too much detail, just so that it's quick and this video is short. Whether that happens, I don't actually know, so we will see. But yeah, I'm going to do a very short intro. This is so strange for me, guys. I'm literally normally like rambling on for ages, but I thought this might be different. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so number one is join as many Facebook and WhatsApp groups as possible. Now I will put on the screen my summer camp community group on Facebook, because this has been amazing and so many people have messaged me saying they've met so many people through it. They found out loads of people were going to their camp or even on the same flight as them for the summer just gone, and it was nice that was so helpful, and little group chats have formed as a result of this big group chat. So I'm in so many camp group chats, and it's so nice to talk to other people that either want to come to my camp or they just want like advice about camps in general. And this is just nice for the build up, and then obviously as it gets closer to summer you'll be added or asked to join kind of like camp specific Facebook groups, or like for my camp we have like a WhatsApp group. So this is all really nice to have, and it just allows you to connect to people before you actually go out to camp. So that is my first tip. Right, number two, and you will know this because if you've seen my videos I will talk about this all the time, and my next tip is take 1,000,000 pairs of socks. And now 1,000,000 is obviously a little bit of an overstatement, but I'm not joking when I say take as many pairs of socks as humanly possible. I think I took about 4 packs of the Primark ankle socks to camp, and I came home with 3 pairs of socks, and I don't know where they go, how they get lost, whether it's in laundry they get lost or just being at camp. I have no idea, but the same for my kids and like my co-counsellors. By the end of the summer, we all had no socks. I don't know where they'd gone, but yeah, take as many pairs of socks as possible. Okay, now my next tip is take a water bottle through the airport. Now, this is something I actually recommended people to do and then forgot to do it myself, but I literally fly to Australia tomorrow, and this is one of my top tips. This is for traveling in general, not just camp, but it's such a good hack. Like if you've got like a big water bottle, take it through, obviously empty through security, but it then means that when you get through into the airport, you can just go and fill it up with either like ice water or anything. It just means that you've got a water bottle already, and it's just so handy, and you don't realise, especially at camp, how much you need a water bottle. Like in the main you will go and buy one straight away if you don't have one with you, so it is definitely vital to take one with you. Okay, tip number 4 is take all of your documents that you need to get into America in like a plastic wallet. Now some people won't want to do this, and this is kind of completely up to you. I personally prefer having everything in a plastic wallet, even if I know I don't need it to get into the country. I'm an absolute stress head, and I'll convince myself that I need something that I know I don't need, even like after going for 3 years. I know that I don't need to take my police check, I don't need to take certain things, but I'd still take it anyway because I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So literally just in a little plastic wallet you can take obviously all your important visa forms, anything camp related, just so if you're asked to provide anything you've got it, and it's just little pieces of paper. It doesn't take up much room, it doesn't weigh a lot. So that's one of my big tips, just take it all, because I know people that have like forgotten really important documents just because they didn't think to put everything in one place. So yeah. Okay, tip number 5 is take some crazy items of clothing. Now this could literally be anything. It could be a funky pair of pajamas or a really bright coloured t-shirt. Don't spend a lot of money on things. Like a few people that I know like kind of like wanted to go and buy like big things and like spend a little bit of money on them, which is again fine, but things at camp are going to go missing, they are going to get ruined in the laundry. So don't spend a lot and don't take your absolute favourite items of clothing. In the main you'll be able to share clothes. Like my kids come with so many outfits, my counsellors have loads, and people just share with each other. So take a little bit so you are prepared, but don't go over the top. Okay, my next tip is don't take bulky items unless you can't buy them when you get over there. So for example, I've never taken wellies or like rain boots to camp with me because they take up so much space in my case and they're heavy, and I can also buy them when I get to Walmart or Target. Now this will depend again where in America your camp is. Last year, like the summer just gone, it barely rained at my camp, which was insane. My second summer it rained all the time. Like we probably had 70% rainy days at camp, and this year I think we had like 3 rainy days in total, which was incredible. So I didn't need rain boots this year, so there was no point me really taking them just on the off chance that it might rain, because I can buy them out there and they're relatively cheap. You won't be able to find as like much choice and range because it is summer, so in the main they don't stock as much as they would in the winter, but you definitely can still buy them if you need, or take waterproof trainers, waterproof shoes. But again, don't take big bulky items unless it's something you know you can't get out there. I've said this before as well about toiletries. I personally don't take big toiletries to camp with me. I take little mini ones and then buy when I get out there, because I find that I can take so much more clothing and like fancy dress stuff and shoes and things like that if I haven't got tons of toiletries. But again, that's completely up to you. If you know you can only really use a certain hair product or like shower gel and you don't think you're about to get it over there, obviously take it with you. I always find it easier to just buy my toiletries when I get out there. Okay, tip number 7 is take some home comforts with you. So take some snacks from home, like something that maybe you know you're not gonna be able to eat for a very long time. Take some photos so that you can hang them up on your bunk, just so you can feel like at home, you can feel cozy. I always take either like a little teddy bear, or I'll take a pillowcase from what I would normally sleep with at home, so I can put my normal pillowcase onto my pillow. It's just nice again to feel like you're a bit more settled straight away, and just having those things that remind you of home really help if you are feeling a little bit homesick. Okay, tip number 8 is check what your camp colours are. So at Tyler Hill, my camp colours are blue and white, so I would know that in the main when I have big like dress up events like our basketball tournaments or American football tournaments, I need blue and white clothes over other like colours. So yeah, have a little look on your camp website. You'll be able to see from photos, or they probably might just list it what their camp colours are, and take more of that colour, especially when it comes to like fancy dress stuff. You'll need a little bit of everything anyway, because if you have events like Tight and Bright or beach themed or animal themed, you might need a little bit of everything, but you will wear those colours more than others. Okay, tip number 9, you'll have heard me talk about this before because I'm literally obsessed with packing cubes, but packing cubes are honestly going to be your best friend, especially when packing for a long period of time. For some of you, you might not have gone on trips this long and you don't realise that you do take a lot of stuff. Well, I do anyway. So packing cubes are so ideal because you can literally put different things in each item. So I have all my t-shirts in one, all my shorts in another, all my swimwear in one, and it all just really compacts down, and it makes it so much easier to pack your suitcase when you're like getting ready to go to camp. And also when you get there, if you know you're looking for a specific pair of shorts or a t-shirt, you know you can just literally go into that packing cube, grab what you need, instead of having to rummage through and mess up your very nicely packed suitcase. So yeah, I would always say packing cubes. I will not go back from packing cubes. Even if I'm going on a weekend away, I will still take them, because even if I pack like outfits in them, they're just so handy. Also, when you first get to camp, you're not going to be in your official bunk for the entire summer. At least at my camp, you're not. You move into an orientation bunk first, and then you'll get put into your actual divisional bunk, so you're not going to be able to unpack straight away. So packing cubes just make your life so much easier, again in terms of being able to grab things because you know where they are, because they've been packed nicely. Okay, and tip number 10 is literally just prepare yourself for the best summer ever. Now, I talk about this all the time, like camp will genuinely change you for the better. Like for me personally, when I look back to the person I was before I went to camp, it's like a different person, and it's honestly helped me to grow into the person that I feel like I was always meant to be. And it sounds so cringy, but it really is. And for me, genuinely, like my camp is my summer home. It's literally my family, and I'm already counting down the days until I can go back next summer. So make sure you're prepared. If you're like me, you like doing your research, get onto all of that, because it is just going to help settle your nerves and calm you a little bit, and it makes you feel so much more prepared. But yeah, that is my top 10 tips. Now I feel like I've probably missed a few like very important ones, but when I was thinking about them, I was like, you know what, these are probably the top 10 that I use the most when I'm going, and when I recommend to other people some of my top tips, it's definitely including some of these. If you've been to camp before and you've got different tips, please leave them down below, because I'm sure people going for the first time would love to hear them, just because it helps everyone out. And if you've got any questions at all, guys, again, you can leave those down below or drop me a message. I love answering all your questions and helping you all out with the camp process. But yeah, this feels so weird, guys. I've just finished a video in like 12 minutes. Who am I? But yeah, please also, I've got so many things for you to leave down in the comments. If you have any like video ideas or things you want to see, camp related, travel related, anything at all, please leave them down below. I'm obviously planning a lot of videos. I have a lot of the videos I made over the last year to remake and kind of update, because it had been such a long time when I filmed those videos since I'd been to camp. So a lot of those videos I do want to remake, because I have a little bit of a different insight on camp again now, and it's just a little bit fresher in my brain. But if there are any specific videos that you want to see, or any topics that you'd like me to talk about, please leave them down below, because I want to get on making those as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.